So, in better news, we went from good news to two bad news. Now we're going back to some good news. Hostages have been saved in Israel. Okay, so as the Israel-Hamas war continues, negotiations are apparently stalled to secure the release of hostages taken by terrorist organization, and Israeli forces continue to launch incursions in the southern Gaza town of Rafah ahead of a possible large-scale invasion. At least 274 people were killed and another 698 were injured during Saturday's Israeli rescue operation that saved 4 hostages from Hamas's custody. According to Gaza, Hamas-controlled Ministry of Health. So, basically, the Israeli people, Israel, did this operation, and we'll get to the name of it later, and they saved a bunch of hostages. And for the longest time, the mainstream media was saying the only way to get the hostages back is to do a ceasefire. You gotta ceasefire. The whole media was going off this idea that a ceasefire would do anything, even though statistically it won't. Ceasefire is one of the dumbest things, actually. You think stopping the war is going to stop is going to let terrorists release hostages? Do you think that's how terrorism works? No, it's not. Israeli special forces were disguised as Palestinian refugees looking for a place to live when they entered the building where hostages were being held in the rescue operation. 2 Israeli security sources told ABC News. So these guys disguised themselves as Hamas refugees, and they entered buildings where hostages were. The hostages were rescued from the locations of Nusret. I'm going to butcher these, by the way. I don't really know how to say a lot of these words. A camp that has become home of to thousands of refugees who've fled fighting throughout Gaza. Gaza, also known as Hamas's military base, let's be real. Israel Special Forces were disguised as Palestinian refugees looking for a place to live. When they entered a building, hostages were being held. In the Israeli rescue operation this weekend, 2 Israeli security guards told CNN News. Special forces were already in position near the building where the hostages were being held before they were given the go command by Israeli forces, the source added. The go command was given at 11 a.m. local time. Sources said the helicopter carrying the hostages and the wounded police officers landed in Sheba. Medical center in Israel starting at 12:15 p.m. local time, and the last helicopter landed at 12:45 p.m. local time. So we got about 30-minute span here. The Shin Bet, Israel's international security forces, Israel Defense Forces, Israel SWAT team members participated in the rescue operation, now called Operation Arnon. By the Israel military. The name of the operation was given to honor the one security officer who was killed during the operation. This is awesome. Yeah, I love this. Israel's fighting back. They're winning. They're proving everybody wrong, because for the longest time, you need a ceasefire, you need whatever, you gotta ceasefire. You need to let Hamas give you you need Hamas to give you the hostages back. You need to stop bombing civilians and whatever. And all of the lies of this Israel-Gaza war is just insane. And Israel just keeps impressing me with this war. Because everyone's talking about all the hostages were killed. Even the YouTuber Anti-Prophet made a clip talking about this, complaining about it. And, Israel's done an impressive job. Because this is urban Middle Eastern combat. Where, they hide behind civilians. They even have civilians do their jobs for them. I've read many books on this stuff. And for Israel to kill one civilian for every terrorist is actually a very impressive ratio for the context of this kind of battle, these kind of battles. Thank you for watching all the way through the end. If you like this video and you want to see more like it, you can tune into my full show to watch all of my episodes early. And as always, God bless.